roller body saw. So the body saw is going to be, we're in a plank position as you saw in that intro video, and my arms are moving kind of independent of my trunk, and I'm trying to resist the arching of my low back or any sort of sway left to right. It's an anti-extension drill, as we call it. So the hardest example would be plank on elbows to where your elbows are directly under your shoulders, and as you roll out, your arms go forward, meaning your elbow goes in front of your shoulder. That puts the biggest amount of stress into your shoulder and into your midsection of your trunk. So ways that we can scale this is I can go from my knees and I can keep my elbows under me further so I'm not reaching out in front of me as far, and that's going to significantly reduce the intensity in the trunk musculature. So talk about a regression first. So I'm on my knees and then I'm trying to stay in somewhat of a plank, right? I don't want my butt to be really high and rocked back into a quadruped position. I kind of want to be in a plank position from my knees. And then from here, you'll see that my elbow is behind my shoulder. So if I kind of rock back and forward in this position, it's not nearly as challenging. If I bring the foam roller forward and bring my elbows forward, start to increase the demand on my trunk in this position. The piece that's important is that you don't arch your back at all. We want to have our hips tucked under us, and we want our chest pressed away from the floor the entire time while we're doing the body saw to put the load in the abdomen. And then I can just keep scooting that foam roller out as a way to scale this movement. The other piece is you should be able to kind of breathe and talk while you're doing it. If you find yourself really holding your breath, you're bearing down too much, and we don't have good mechanics, then the movement is too intense. So make sure you're able to maintain a conversation while you're doing that. And then to increase the difficulty, you're gonna go from your knees to a full plank, bring the foam roller back under you, and then progress that out over a period of time as well. So typically we prescribe this in terms of reps, because forward and back would be 1 rep, excuse me. But we prescribe it in terms of reps because of the difficulty. If we go for time, we often see technique break down really, really quickly. So check your programming for your prescription. Sometimes it's time, most often it's done in reps.